Hello and welcome to a live news update. I'm Khadija Ibrahim. Here are the major stories making headlines at this hour. Oyo State empowers 80 civil servants with digital skills. Femi Falana faults MBA over invitation to African leaders. New Edo Speaker denies stripping Assembly and Judiciary of financial autonomy. Kingsley Otuaro calls for national interest over partisan politics. Very Dark Man raises concerns over insecurity and attacks on the judiciary. The Oyo State government has launched an initiative to modernize the public service with 80 civil servants trained in digital skills. The training covers data management, digital tools, and online service delivery. Officials say the program is aimed at reducing red tape, improving transparency, and making government services more responsive to citizens. The governor says digital literacy is now essential for effective governance in the 21st century. We turn now to health, where the West African Postgraduate College of Medical Sciences, WACP, is working to improve laboratory management and standards across the region. The workshop brought together laboratory leaders and experts from Nigeria and other West African countries. Efetobere Ofotokun reports.
Medical laboratories play a critical role in healthcare, from detecting diseases to guiding doctors in making treatment decisions. But beyond sophisticated equipment and skilled personnel, experts say effective leadership is also essential to ensuring accurate and reliable laboratory services. It is against this backdrop the Nigerian chapter of the West African Postgraduate College of Medical Sciences, ACP, brought laboratory together for this workshop.
The workshop is organized by the West African Postgraduate College of Medical Laboratory Science. The college has members from Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin Republic, and many other countries in West Africa. We realize that laboratory is very key in the diagnosis of diseases, whether we talk infectious diseases or non-infectious diseases, or what we call communicable and non-communicable diseases. Laboratory is very, very important. And the college now made it proud to invite laboratory leaders in medical laboratories nationwide, directors of medical laboratory science, deputy directors, assistant directors, chief, and all those people in leadership positions in medical laboratories in Nigeria to strengthen the leadership ability on how to manage the laboratory properly with a view of rendering quality services to the clients that are using the laboratories. And that includes the public, the patronized hospitals, who visit laboratories, students who are pursuing degree courses in the university, and many other stakeholders in that.
The work focused on strengthening leadership, quality assurance, and policy implementation in laboratory services. Participants included laboratories and other senior medical laboratory professionals across West Africa. WACP says stronger leadership and professional development are essential to improving laboratory standards and healthcare delivery across the region. Now we move on to politics and governance. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana has criticized the Nigerian Bar Association for inviting African leaders with questionable democratic records to its annual conference. His comments followed the appearance of former Liberian President George Weah, which sparked debates among lawyers and activists. Falana says such invitations could legitimize authoritarian practices and undermine the NBA's reputation as a defender of democracy and the rule of law. The newly elected Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, Yekini Idiaye, has denied claims that lawmakers stripped the Assembly and Judiciary of financial autonomy. says the legislature remains committed to constitutional independence, transparency, and accountability. His comments come amid renewed debate over the separation of powers and financial autonomy in state governance. Still on politics, former Delta State Deputy Governor Kingsley Otuaro has urged leaders for national interest above vision. Speaking on Nigeria's political future, Otuaro says unity and development leaders prioritize the country's needs over partisan interests. Activist Very Dark Man has used the NBA conference to raise concerns over insecurity and attacks on the judiciary. He cited cases of violence, kidnapping, and threats against judges as signs of a system under pressure. He urged lawyers to defend democratic institutions and speak out against injustice. His intervention drew applause from sections of the audience. Over now to finance. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Taiwo Oyedele, stated this on Monday during a visit to the headquarters of Galaxy Backbone Limited in Abuja. Oyedele inspected the organization's digital infrastructure and received a report on its operations, capabilities, and expansion plans. He said secure connectivity, data sovereignty, and locally developed technology are key to improving government services and supporting innovation. The minister also described digital infrastructure as a core economic asset that requires deliberate investment. Now on sports, Lagos is set to host up to 15,000 young athletes for the Maiden National Intermediate Games Echo 2026. The games scheduled October 1st to 15th will bring together athletes aged 15 to 18 from Nigeria's 36 states and the FCT to compete in 28 sports. Organizers say the competition will help discover new talent and provide a pathway from the National Youth Games to the National Sports Festival and international competitions. Events will take place at major venues across Lagos, including the Teslim Balogun Stadium and the National Stadium Complex. Officials say ECHO 2026 will also promote unity, showcase and create opportunities for local business. The rising cost of rent is putting more on Nigerians, especially young people trying to live independently. In Lagos, increasing rent and additional housing costs are forcing many residents to rethink whether they live and how much they can afford. For young workers, students, NYC members, and newly married couples, finding decent accommodation within their budget is becoming increasingly difficult. Many now face a tough choice: pay more to live closer to work or move further away and spend more on transportation. The rising cost of housing has also increased calls for more affordable accommodation and better housing policies to support low-income earners. While landlords point to high maintenance and property costs, tenants say the overall cost of securing a home remains a major financial burden, with rent continuing to rise alongside other living expenses. The question remains: can young Nigerians still afford to live independently in Lagos? Obiajunu with reports.
People like different places. Today you see me in Ikorodu, tomorrow Bega, next tomorrow, because the price of our accommodation is very, very. I don't know what to describe it. Imagine me going to check a place at Ishaga, set on 1.5 million. Like where I'm coming from, 1.5 million, 5 years or 6 if I'm not mistaken. So I don't mind like sharing.
The situation in the country, the subsidy removal taking effect for many things we know in the country. Mostly buildings are very, so I don't blame the rent. Rent you have to rent some years back, 20,000, 20,000 per annum. Now it's what's the money of that? the main price has gone up, the service rate has gone up, so many things don't play there.
So concerning the house rent in Lagos, some things because our salary with our house rent, maybe like better salary because 6 months, 1 year, you have to pay your house rent. I don't know if you get never pay your salary or this one or the other one, you go pay. If you don't pay, you are back back for months. I don't know if you pay. So waiting with the for
Football fans will face a long break leagues this season after FIFA merged September and October international windows into one period. The new men's international window will run from September 21st to October 6th, allowing national teams to play up to 4 matches. This means major leagues including the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga and League One will largely pause during the period. The Premier League no matches from September 19th to October 10th, while European teams begin the UEFA Nations League and after the 2020 AFCON qualifiers. The Super Eagles are scheduled to play 2 AFCON qualifiers the 9th and 18th. On international news, in China, a resident artist is sentenced to 3 years in prison for creating sculptures. Family members and rights groups have condemned the ruling, describing it as a politically motivated and violation of artistic freedom. In Moscow, the Vatican's foreign minister has called for an end to the war in Ukraine, urging both sides to pursue dialogue and reconciliation. Meanwhile, the U.S. military transport plane has landed in Moscow in an unusual development. The president says it has no information on the purpose of the flight, fueling speculation about possible behind-the-scenes diplomatic or military discussions. That's the news at this hour. Stay tuned to Alive News for more updates from Nigeria and around the world. I'm Khadija Ibrahim. Thank you for watching.